Hello everyone. I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I just got this polisher in, the Torx polisher from Chemical Guys. I got the kit. I believe it was $159 before tax and all that jazz. I believe it was free shipping as well. But the kit was what I got. It came with these four compounds and polishes, and then 3 pads. This is a light cutting, polishing and waxing pad. This is a heavy to medium cutting pad, as well as a finishing pad, wax sealant, the black one. And I haven't polished before. I haven't used a dual orbital, I haven't used a DA before. Sorry, brain fart, whatever it is. But yeah, so I figured I'd just kind of test it out on my Jeep. I'm in the process of removing the engine, doing a rebuild, yada, yada, yada. But the paint was real ugly, obviously. I washed it a little bit, just a small spot. And obviously it's very ugly paint, so I figured perfect candidate for me to try out some of these compounds, see how much they cut, and get familiar with working with a polisher. And I also recently purchased this Dura-Coating technology, all-in-one polish. I haven't really heard of Dura-Coating at all. I've heard of other polishes, obviously, like Chemical Guys, Meguiar's, Griots, all that, Wizards. But I figured I would give this a good try. I've seen some of their videos on Facebook popping up, I'm sure because they see me looking at detailing stuff. And I put it up against the Chemical Guys. And how I started was I used this optical grade extreme compound, the heaviest cut that comes with the kit, which is still a heavy cut. It says it removes medium to heavy defects in the paint. And I used the medium to heavy cutting pad, and I used firm pressure, probably right around 10, 12, maybe 15 pounds. And I did 4 to 5 passes, about 1 inch per second, like what is recommended. And I removed it, and I got not awesome results to what I expected. So I reapplied it, another 4 to 5 section passes, another about 1 inch per second, removed it again, and figured, maybe I just need to go lighter. It didn't take out all the paint little nicks that I have in the clear coat. So I went to the lighter compound, and I figured, I'll just polish it up. Can't get the nicks out. I don't want to fry the paint, burn it, whatever. So I used this one, the hybrid compound, and I got a little shinier. I also used it on the medium to heavy cut pad. And then I moved to the white polishing pad, and I used the optical grade cutting polish. And I used that one time, and I got these results. Pretty good. It's still, you can see some haziness and kind of foggy. It's not a ton of clarity. You can see all those little chips in there. Again, I'm a beginner. This is my first day using it. But a polisher, dual action polisher. And obviously still much better. This is the original when I started, and all them swirl marks are gone. Just still a little foggy, and those chips are the big issue. I clay barred everything and all that. But then I went ahead and figured, I'll go ahead and try this stuff out. They used it on a DA. They had a wool pad in the video that I seen, and it cut it real well. And obviously, they didn't get great angles with the sunlight. They did it in the sun, but they didn't get great angles with the sun, so I couldn't really tell if it actually took out all the defects. But it did look like it took out a bunch of them. Did a good job with swirl marks, and it was a lot more clarity. So I went ahead and I used the contaminated pad. I only have one pad, so this already had the Chemical Guys on it, both of these compounds are already on it. I tried to wipe it off a little bit, whatever I could soak up quick, and then I put 2 dots a little bit larger than peas on the pad. And then I went ahead and did my 4 to 5 section passes with the medium to heavy cut pad, the orange cutting pad. And it did pretty dang good, but once it came out foggier than once I had finished with the Chemical Guys products. And so I figured, this stuff must not work that great. You know, it does pretty good. Took out a bunch of defects, but it's still real foggy and, you know, hazy. It didn't bring a lot of shine back and clarity. But then I used it again, but did the same thing with the polishing pad, the light cut. And obviously you can see where I put my 2 dots, a little bit larger than peas again. And I did some polishing again, about 4 to 5 section passes. Again, about 1 inch per second. And I got better results than with Chemical Guys. Again, here's Chemical Guys. Here's the middle here where it's that's how it started. Very bad, obviously super ugly. Tons of swirl marks and everything. Chemical Guys. But over here is the Dura-Coat. And again, it's still hazy, but if you look around the light, you can see that when I go over to Chemical Guys, there's more haze around it. And you can see more imperfections. And I could definitely tell when I was wiping the paint off, there's more clarity to the Dura-Coating all-in-one polish. Obviously, super good looking compared to the Control in the middle here. But it did a fantastic job. Again, I used 2 a little bit larger than pea-sized drops. And the polish, it says to start off with heavier pressure as you're polishing, and then as it breaks down, go lighter, just so it can, you know, the heavier pressure, you know, take away the deeper, heavier defects, and then lighter for polishing, obviously, and putting a sealant over the paint. And I did that, and the second time, obviously, with the white pad, and it brought an awesome shine. I'm sure I could make it look even better if I use the black finish pad, but I'm cool with this for now. Like I said, I'm a beginner, not a professional, so I am not getting professional results at the moment, but I just wanted to make that comparison. I haven't really seen anything else from real, you know, 100% real people that aren't selling the product of, you know, Dura-Coating. But Dura-Coating, for me, like I said, using myself, I really enjoy it. It's a great product. And I'm very impressed that it outshines the Chemical Guys, even though I use pretty much a 3-step correction with them using their pads, their machine, and their compounds and polishes. And it outperformed them. Again, another comparison. We'll get a little closer. See if we can focus around the light a little bit. You know, hazy. As you can see that scratch there. All that. Gross. Super gross. And then less gross. Like I said, not a professional. You might be able to get better results than me, but I did the same thing for both products, and I got better results with the all-in-one polish by Dura-Coating Technologies. So, if you have any comments or questions about it, or if you want to see me make a different video comparing it to other products, or try and do a side-by-side with these, let me know. Leave a comment. Thanks.